Hello, my name is Josie. Today I will show a small tutorial on how to tie hemp twine into your dreadlocks. So hemp twine, whatever. Skinnier hemp twine. I also will show you, those of you that don't have dreads but kind of like the look, I will show you how to do it with just regular pieces of your hair. As you can see, maybe my hair is extremely curly, and my dread method was that I left it alone completely to lock up by itself. And as you can see here, got this one and this one that I already have tied with the hemp, and this one is actually like a braid and a dread mixed, I believe. And on this side I've got this one that I've done, and then here's just a dread, and here's my another dread, and then here's my like master dread that turned out the best. And the way that I chose to dread my hair was, considering the fact that it's so curly, all I did was basically leave it alone, and since it's so coarse, it dreaded naturally, completely basically. I barely formed any of these dreads that I have myself. Like, of course I, separated the root and that kind of shit, but it all just knotted by itself. And I think I've had most of them, for about a year, and I think a lot of them are very locked up at this point. I've got some very, they're a lot harder to squish down and that kind of shit, so it's pretty easy to tell once your dreads are locked up. I know that I still have a ways to go on some of them, but yeah. So alright, so first I guess I'll show you on a dread. This one's long, I'll do it on this one. Alright, so you get your dread. This one, of course, is not quite done, but I basically just leave them and, they do the rest. And so you get your dread, pick out which one you want, then you get your hemp twine, and I do it, it says that you're supposed to do it about twice the length of your dread, so that's what I'm gonna do. A lot of people do this with like embroidery thread and things like that, but I'm really lazy and cheap and poor, so I'm using hemp twine. It's a much simpler process. I don't know, I feel like really literally anybody could do this. It's much simpler than I thought it was going to be. I thought I was going to have a lot of trouble with it, but turns out it's not that hard. So get your dread that you want to do it with, and right at the root you're going to make a hole, a small hole. Then you fold the twine in half, I should have said that, and then you take this loop right here and you put it through the hole that you just made in the root of your dread. Then after you do that, computer's good, it's going black, you stick the dread through the loop and you pull it so that it's pulled tight, and at this point it's just pulled tight and secure in your hair. So after you do that, you just begin doing what I think is the simplest part. You take one of the pieces of string and hold the other one like here or something, and you simply really just wrap it around your dread. So try to do this quickly. Okay. So when you get to the bottom, I guess this is really just your choice if whoever is watching this wants to do it or not. Tie it around. I mean, it depends on how much hair you want coming out of the hemp. So just tie it around as many times as you can. And after you do that, you should have something that looks a bit like this. And then you take this, the other piece, and what you will do is wrap it around the opposite way you did the first one, because then what you'll see is the ending result will be it will get kind of, it will look fuck, I'm losing my words, crisscrossed, like X's kind of. I think this is probably the simplest method to like making dreads look cool, like dressing them up a little bit. I think this is probably the easiest method that I was able to find, and the cheapest method if you already have hemp. And you know, it's really not too difficult at all. So after you twist it around, then you have this, and you have to know that this is my first time doing this, so mine may look kind of bad, but just bear with me. And so after you do that, then you simply take the two ends of the hemp that you did it with, and you tie a knot at the base, which this part's kind of hard, only having, so you have to hold this down and then also tie it. So this is probably honestly the most difficult part about this entire process. So you pull it, get the extra hair out of there, and then holding the dread straight with one hand, pull and make a knot with the other hand. And basically you have a dread decoration. It's really not difficult, like I said. Some people might want to double knot it because it's a little bit sketchy. I don't know. So then you do that and tie a knot, and you clip off the extra hemp hanging down, and it's pretty much that simple. Like I said, I learned how to do this today, and I believe it's the simplest method, so I wanted to show other people it's not that hard actually, and that you can do it just as easily with a regular chunk of your hair that's not dreaded. So people that are kind of into dreads but don't want to commit, I'm gonna make a tutorial also on how to do it with your regular hair. So okay.